Well, it's April 18th, 2025, and we've made some progress. We've had the entire property surveyed. We've had the location of the garage. We believe it has been all straightened out and set. We should be all good there. We've had some additional clearing done. A little excavation, some fill brought in to increase the pad for the garage, and we've also had some cement work done. Sorry, concrete. So we'll take a look at the concrete wall and the landing now. Well, it's been an exciting week here at the house. On Monday, we had the concrete slash excavation company come out, and they did some work on the grounds, basically, to make sure everything was level, and they did a little excavation, knocked down some trees, little ones that were just kind of in the way because we're going to be widening an area for a driveway. And they did a great job. Basically got the site prepped, and as you can kind of see over here, our materials were delivered about an hour ago. Originally it was supposed to be delivered yesterday. It was a rainstorm. I'm glad they didn't try. Did deliver it today. It was kind of a strange situation because my understanding is Cleary is based out of Verona. I'm assuming the materials were in Verona, but I could be wrong. They could have been in a different location. But there's a second delivery that was grouped with ours, and that one was in Michigan, about 4.5 hours away. So they chose to deliver that one first and then come back and deliver this one. And if the materials were in Verona and we're in Oregon, less than a half hour away, doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but you know, I don't, whatever. It just, to have our materials travel for 8 hours on a truck instead of just, you know, 30 minutes and drop off. Maybe that's just how it worked out best. I don't know. But it does look like maybe we had a couple scratches on one of our sheets. Hopefully it's something that we can touch up. But I'll show you what we got. Here's the lumber and the posts. As far as I can tell, everything looks good, but this is not my area of expertise. Got the trusses, got the Tyvek. Looks like everything that's supposed to be there is there. This is the area that's going to be widened that the concrete and excavation company knocked over and cleared up. They're starting to widen this a little bit. This is going to be the driveway to the garage. And they filled in some of the area behind the concrete wall. Eventually they're going to fill this all the way up, so it's pretty much, you know, flush with the concrete, maybe a foot lower or so, but they did a really nice job. Really happy with this. And then here is our site. It's all graveled up, ready to have the construction begin, which is supposed to start on Tuesday. So that's pretty cool. We've managed to, my wife laughs at me because I'm pretty proud of this. I managed to get a significant amount of grass growing along the area here, which the concrete company was kind enough to set us up with a pretty good deal to dump a bunch of dirt to make it so it's not quite so steep. And then, so hopefully with that and the grass, we won't have too terrible of an issue with erosion. But we've got stuff we can plant. We're going to try that first, see if that works for us. Thankfully, we've got a good 10 feet or so from where the edge of the garage is. Oh, more than that, probably about 15 feet. So I don't think that we're in any immediate danger of any significant erosion problems where the garage is located. And this is all going to be kind of touched up here, as far as we'll still have this wall, but then this, we can't have two driveways. That was never the plan anyway. They're going to clear this up and we'll end up having grass going across here again. Materials, hope nobody steals this stuff. And here is the steel. Got the all-important porta potty. And yeah, we are coming along. So that's going to be the driveway there to the driveway. And construction starts on Tuesday. We'll see how this goes. shoveling, or you want me to go prep column? Me with me. Tractor's gonna be here. Gotta look at all of it, everything. Well, it looks like the crew showed up a day early, actually, which was really a pleasant surprise. And they did quite a bit of framework. And looking at it, man, I mean, it was hot today. It was like 93, humid. There were heat warnings. Those guys worked all day. They were here at 7:30 in the morning, and they left at about 5. Let's see what they did. All right, well, here is the garage. I can't remember if I've said it before, but the size is going to be 18 by 24. And some people might be saying, why are you only making it that size? We had setback issues, and we went back and forth with how large we could actually make it. Originally, it was going to be 18 by 20 once we found out about the setback issues, but we finagled some additional excavation and some additional dirt and increased the pad so that we were able to go 24 feet, which is something I thought was pretty important. In case we ever wanted to put a pickup truck or anything in there, 20 feet's just not going to cut it. This way we should have enough room for my son's Mustang and our small 4x8 yard trailer and our John Deere 318, and probably a workbench too. So right now we need all the space we can get. Our garage is completely packed because we used to have a 10 by, I think it was a 10 by 16 shed that was just falling apart, which is what started this whole process. And we had to take everything that we had in there and put it in our 2.5 car garage, and that just is not working. Take you around here. So they had 3 guys working on it today. It's amazing how much those guys are able to get done, especially in kind of weather they were dealing with today. well, that's where we're at. Again, from what I can tell, everything went pretty well today. I think they did a nice job, worked in some pretty tough conditions, and yeah, really happy with what I saw today. And as far as what happens next week, I would not be surprised if we don't see any progress just because of the weather. But if we do, that'll be a pleasant surprise. But yeah, that's where we're at. Thanks for watching.